look at some of the progress I've made on the layout. If you've seen in previous videos, there was a join there, a scenic join, and I didn't like the abruptness of the trees on the left going into the industrial scene on the right. And as you can see, I've used a laser cut kit to make up a representation of the rear of a block of apartments, block of flats, and I think that breaks up the trees to the industrial scene quite well. I've fitted all the wall at the bottom, the little low wall at the bottom going around the back scene, and that's all hand engraved XPS foam. I'll just move you slowly along and you can see that. So we've now got, if you like, a wall on both sides of that riser that's coming up the back there. And then the other scenic join, which I didn't like, I've done a raised wall section there and done the representation of some sort of factory building, corrugated metal, and given it a rough bit of weathering, which was by mistake really, because a lot of them ended up just being green fingerprints which I spread out because I was using the green paint on the roof, and it's got that look of railings that have got mould on them and things like that. And I took the line of that building off that building there in the back scene with the low apex and the green doors. So I've done a low apex there. And it's this XPS foam that I've been using for modelling. It's great in that it's already got ridges in it. Now this is the next bit of wall I'm doing. Actually, this has just been hand engraved, and that was just the first coat of an undercoat that I do, and it fills in a lot of the holes like a grout. And as you can see, the horizontal lines, they're actually already in the XPS foam. That's it, the green, and it's already partly engraved for me, and it's only 6mm, and it was really cheap, and I got loads of it. This stuff that I'm actually in the process of doing now is to extend this. I'll just move you over, and that's what it'll look like when it's done. Rough stone walling that's going to go around this edge here. It's going to follow all the way around to this and join onto here, and then there's going to be a scenic area coming up from the back of that going up to that, but I'm not even touching that corner yet, or that corner yet. I've also been doing, for the first time, I've been doing some Metcalf kits which I'd already purchased some while ago, and I'm just placing them out on the layout to give me some ideas. They're not fixed in stone yet where they're going to be, but it's just giving me an idea what I might be able to do with this section of the layout. So that's a single engine shed with a workshop at the back, and that's the little loading bay. What I'm doing first is the back areas to get that all out the way. I've got to finish off doing the platforms. I've ordered some platform pieces. I want to do the platform along there underneath, so that that's finished. and in there it's got to be ballasted. Now I've never done ballasting in my life before, and I've got some ideas on how to do it. I've got some of that ballast magic. I'm going to try that. But what I'm going to do as an experiment, and to get me eye in with the idea of ballasting, I'm going to ballast these sections here on these inclines. It's easy to get at, and if it doesn't work out I can easily sort this out. But if I do it over there and make a mess of it, it's going to be a nightmare to sort out. So this is where I'm going to do ballasting here and there and see how that turns out. But first, I've watched a few videos on YouTube, and a lot of people are painting their track. Again, I've never done that before because, well, this layout, it's my first layout, but it's also where I'm cutting my teeth on a lot of these skills. So I'm learning as I go along. I'm going to try painting a section of this track to weather it in and see how that goes. And it's also going to see how, when I do ballast, if I can hide where I've fixed my track down with hot glue. I think I'll be able to do that. Oh, the other thing I've done, this stonework, that was all carving, hand carved. It was all grey, so I'll just give that a coat of brown. It's just poster paint, and that's looking okay. And I think what I'm going to do is weather that with a bit of mould and put some green foliage down there. That's going to look good. So I think that's an improvement on just the grey. I think it just looks just a little bit better. I've finished all the walling underneath along the riser, and that walling goes all the way around, and you can see it better there going around the curve. And what I've done as a major modification, at one time these two tracks here on these little fiddle yards, the back one goes all the way round, that's no problem, but this one curved under here, move that out of the way, sorry, curved under here and round to here, and I was using it as a longer fiddle yard, but because that was there, the outer track had to be further away and do a tighter turn. So what I've done is I've taken it all away, shortened it so that the inner two tracks here are just come to an end here, and that's allowed me to reduce the radius increase the radius on that track there, which is much easier on the locos, and I've done exactly the same on that side. So the two inner fiddle yard tracks are finished there, and then it allows me to increase the radius on the outer track, and that's made a great deal of difference in the running. So I'm really pleased with that. Again, learning as I go. I think that walling looks great. The train going past. I moved the scenery around, didn't I? Because there was quite a wide gap there. And what I've done is I moved it much closer, curved it around there, and I was going to do a raised section there, but all I've done is curve the scenery around, and I think that looks okay. The masts obviously moved with the scenery, the back scenery, as I moved it that way, because they're glued on, and I just made some little bases for them to sit on at the bottom with some brick paper, and again more of this XPS board. Quite a bit of progress at the back. I think all that looks really good at the back. I'm quite pleased with my low relief building there. It's not perfect, you know, it's not 3D, but low relief, all out of XPS foam. And there we go again, loco coming up there. That looks great going past there, doesn't it? Well, I think so. Another thing that I've done is I've taken out those two retro controllers that I had there, and I've put in a few more of the budget model railway casings and kitted them out with the internals from China. So I've now got this pair here run the inside and outside line on the lower track loop. I've got this new twin box from Budget Model Railways, and the advantage of that is that it only needs one power supply, and that runs the inner and outer track on the upper level. And then that created a spare one for me, which I've now connected up. I'll do it a bit more of a better connection soon, but this one allows me to power this bit of track up, which will then allow me to go into this area here. I've removed most of it because I'm just in the process of ballasting the back up there. As you can see, I'm just starting it there, and I need to get stuff out the way. So, but that'll allow me to power any track that goes off into this area here. So that's my controlling station, and the ledge that those two retro controllers were sitting on is now I use as a little tiny, if you like, workbench in here. So that's worked out okay. So that's that. Oh, the other thing, me 2 sets of platform kits have arrived from Superquick, and I've knocked them together, and they're going to go in that area, obviously see there, in that area there, but I'll just centralise them a bit more. I'll sort those support posts out, and they will fit under there as a station going underneath that. And I'll speak to you soon on the next video, which will be about the ballasting.